Okay, it's visible. You just see, first we will discuss the UPSC, then we will go for PCS. Actually, there are 3 stages of examination. You can say preliminary, main, and interview. So first stage, second stage, and third stage. Don't worry, I will explain everything. Right? So in preliminary stage, or you can say this is PT, this is main exam, and this one is again PT, not preliminary test, it's personality test, right? Interview. So we'll discuss first this whole part, preliminary test, right? After that, we'll go for main exam, then interview. So you just see there are two papers. You can see here, first paper, second paper, right? This is called GS1 and this is GS2. Together we call CSAT, Civil Service Aptitude Test. Civil Service Aptitude Test. Actually, this paper is qualified. So this is qualifying. That means out of 80 questions, you have to score only 27. 26.5, 27 questions. Correct? And in this paper, out of 100, how much to score? I will explain. Just double it, 54, 55, 56. Then you are getting passport to write main examination. This is purely objective, this is purely subjective. What are those things coming under paper 1 and paper 2? Let's discuss. Actually, in GS paper 1, geography is there, don't worry, geography is there, environment is there, history, polity, economics, it will be visible. Economics, then current affairs, general science. Okay. So history, geography, polity, economics, environment, all those things, and some sort of GK also they are going to ask you, but that is under miscellaneous part, right? So out of 100 questions, in geography they are asking 20 questions, correct? Environment, nearly 20 questions, sometimes it may be 15, 16. History, 15 questions, polity 15, economics 10, current affairs and general science rest. Right? So total question 100. Clear? And in this part, actually this is paper 2 CSAT. They are asking you comprehension, or you can say passage 5 to 6 passage they will be asking, and you have to answer. That means 35 questions. It may be 7 passages or 6 passages, 5 passages, no issue. 35 questions from passage, comprehension. It may be longer one or shorter one, no issue. After that, math, SCF, LCM, percentage, interest, average, distance, all those small things, time and work. So they will be asking 50 questions. And reasoning, logical reasoning plus puzzle. Suppose all men are mortal, Ram is a man, all those things. So they will be asking 15 questions. Decision making, 8 questions. There is no negative in decision making. So you should attempt all questions from this part, decision making. And then you can say DI, data interpretation, 5 to 6 questions. And rest is interpersonal skills, some sort of, it may be not exactly grammar. They may be ask you some sort of communication skills out of this passage also, right? So total 80 questions. You can adjust also. If it is 15, if it is 14, no issue. So this is the way they are asking in paper 2, right? So out of 80 questions, you have to score 27, exactly 27.5. So 27 question means you are qualifying this paper. If you do not qualify here, then there is nothing to do here. You may score out of 175, no issue, but your paper is meaningless. That means you have to score here 27, which is very easy. No special preparation is required for this paper. And after 27, just double it. Technically, 54, 55, if it is 60, safe. So you will be writing this main exam. Are you getting my point? So in main exam, what you have to do and what you have to what to do, I am going to explain. It will take only 5 minutes. In paper 1, you can say it will be better start with optional. So there is one optional. It may be public administration, history, geography, mechanical engineering, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, anthropology, sociology, psychology, whatever it may be. So there is only one paper optional and 2 papers. You can say it is 250. This is also 250, right? General studies, paper 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 GS papers. So each paper carrying 250 marks. That means GS is 1000. 1000 optional 500. 1500 and essay paper 250. So sum total 1750. 1750. That means 1750 is the actual mark of UPSC main exam. But for your information, modern Indian language may be Odia or Bengali, whatever it may be, mother tongue. So they will be asking you this paper 300, clear, and English 300. Like this paper, this is only qualifying. That means 30%. Out of 300, 30%, 90. Actually, they are taking 100, 33%. So if you score 100 here, 100 here, it is very easy because they will be asking me essay paper, small essay, 100 marks, and précis, translation, a little bit grammar. So no problem. So you can easily qualify this. But it is very important because if you qualify here, then all these paper optional, GS and essay paper will be evaluated. Otherwise, just like prelims, it will be meaningless. Anyway, so this is the mark. This is not counted for ranking, right? So how much mark you should score so that you will be called for interview. This is the most important thing. Here, I promise if you study sincerely, you can score at least 350 marks. Right? Pakka, don't worry. And here, just take it 150, 150, 150, 150. Right? 600. And here in essay paper, let it be 200. Don't worry. So 600, 800, 1150. So if you are scoring 1150 and interview is 275 marks, whatever you have personality, everybody who is writing main exam, that means he or she has big personality, right? So if you score here 200 marks, just add it. So suppose 1150, 250, 1350. That means you are topper. You may be thinking that in this 15 minutes or 10 minutes, I just made you topper, right? In fact, you can be topper of our country or nation if you know the strategy. Most important is strategy. That means here you have to score 27, just double 50 for 55. Then you will call for main exam. You will write it and target this 1000 or you can say 1150. Then you will call for interview. And out of 275, try to score 200, right? Then you will be top. Suppose you are not confident in the beginning. You may be thinking, okay, how can I score this? It's a very difficult task, near about impossible. You may be thinking, okay, I'll keep a word and I will minimize those marks. Let's discuss that part. How you can be at least within 100. I will explain. You just see, suppose you are very, very poor and not a genius, right? Actually, everybody is a genius. 1750 total marks. Suppose let it be 300. 300 pakka. You can. Any optional you can score 300. Provided you must have keen interest in that subject. Right? Because science students, they are doing miracle in our subject. Even our students are also doing miracle in commerce subject or science subjects. So no issue. So 300 pakka. Then here, each paper, you just score 100. No issue. Forget 150. 100. And in essay paper, let it be 150 only. Out of 250 essay marks, let it be 150. Just add it. 300, 700, 850. So 850 an interview, for example, 275 marks. Suppose 150, just add it. Just 900, 1000. You will be under 100 rank. At least you can be IPS. Are you getting my point? This is the strategy you can keep in mind for preparing UPSC exam, right? Actually, now I will give a little bit idea about UPSC. What is UPSC? Okay, I will tell. And you just see, in UPSC, I am just going to discuss actually something about UPSC, because one who is preparing for UPSC must have idea what is UPSC and what is there in Constitution. Actually, it's a constitutional body. It's a constitutional body. That means you can say it is the highest recruiting agency in India. UPSC is searching the best brains from India, right? So you just see, even you can say 315 article to 323, you can find some set of articles, functions, how it conducts exam, all these things you'll find, but that is not our job. But for information, I'm just explaining here. And this UPSC actually was established in 1926. And after independence in 1947, right? It is known as a constitutional body. Are you getting my point? So that means before 1947, UPSC was Federal Commission, not UPSC, what you see today, right? And it was not open for everybody. Because in history we know, in 1853, 53-54, Lord Macaulay gave a report to conduct civil service exam for enter India, and at that time you just see UPSC or Federal Commission or Civil Service, which was known as IAS, Indian Civil Service, was conducted in London. And it was very difficult to participate, appear in that exam, because French, Germany, you must have knowledge in that subject, in that literature. But now it's very easy, because after independence, exam is, you can say exam is continuing from 1855 till date, you can say 2017, and it will go on. But after independence, it's open for all. It's open for all. Anybody, he may be poor, rich, third class, first class, position, topper, no issue. You may be topper in your school days. You may be topper in university level, no issue. Gold medalist. But if you not prepare as per the UPSC syllabus, you may fail. But if you have failed in your life 3 times, 4 times, 6 times, no issue. If you are under 21 to 32 years, right? If it is reservation, okay, 3 years, 5 years relaxation. But normally, if you are under 21 to 32 and no gender bias, even transgenders are also, there is a provision to allow them. So you can prepare. And no background, no mark, no honors, anything not required, any graduate. Formula is any graduate. So any graduate can prepare this exam. People are preparing for all other exams. You see, banking, SSC, you can say they're also working in private sector. But once you know about UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, then definitely, if you follow the strategy, you can crack this exam. Right? If you have any doubt, you can ask me, no issue. Thank you very much.